Hi, I'm Albert T. Spence. I'm Eaton County Commissioner representing the 4th District here in Delta Township. And I normally like to keep my constituents and friends informed of activities in which I am involved on their behalf on my Facebook pages. And I do have a new one which I just put up, which is on Facebook as Commissioner Howard T. Spence. And I invite you to go there and to look at it and to like it. I also have a personal Facebook where I friend people, which is Howard Spence 921 on Facebook. But today I'm actually here to give an update by video. Typically I like to do regular status postings on my Facebooks, but this is the election season and it's gotten pretty hectic, and so I haven't really had time to write and put together those postings like I normally do. So I'm just going to do this video quickly just to give you and the rest of my friends and constituents some ideas about what's going on at the Eaton County Board of Commissioners. And this particular short video today will deal with my activities on the Eaton County Board of Commissioners Ways and Means Committee during the month of October 2016. I'm not formally appointed to be on that committee, but I try to make almost every meeting of that committee because the Ways and Means Committee is actually the committee that drives the entire Board of Commissioners. All of our financial and personnel matters go through that committee before they go to the full Board of Commission. And it's typically at the committee meetings, such as the Ways and Means Committee, where the commissioners actually have an opportunity to ask questions and to probe to find out more about the topics that are going to be pretty much routinely acted on at the full Board of Commissioners. And so even though I'm not on that particular committee, I always go because I like to really know what's going on so I can share that with my constituents. And sometimes there's not a lot of time at the full Board of Commissioners meetings to ask those questions which you can ask in committee. So I'm going to give you an overview of what went on at this committee. Some people have suggested that our commission and that I am a spend and tax commissioner, and that's hardly true. You don't run a government agency without taxes, and you don't run a government agency without spending funds on services that our constituents and residents want and need. In our Ways and Means Committee, we actually fund all of the operations that are county level operations, including making budget decisions about the Sheriff's Department, the Treasurer's Department, the Drain Commissioner's Department. All of these county departments, even the ones headed by elected officials, have to come through the Ways and Means Committee and the full Board of Commissioners to get the funding to actually implement the programs that they want to implement or that the county is obligated to provide. And so today I'm going to just share some video with you, if you wish to look at it, showing another way in which the Ways and Means committees, and indeed all of the committees of our Board of Commissioners, operate. We have people come in, usually staff, to make presentations about issues and matters that are before us. In the Ways and Means Committee, we sometimes get legal briefings on litigation in which we are involved. We sometimes get briefings on our obligations to our employees and our constituents by, for example, having to make decisions about how to proceed with collective bargaining issues, that type of thing. We authorize the various departments and bureaus in county government to make expenditures, to hire people. We also set the personnel policies that help us determine how we interact in a fair manner with our employees. And so the video clip that I'm going to append to this particular video or posting today shows the Ways and Means Committee at work trying to be frugal with our tax dollars. In this particular presentation, our controller, John Fuentes, has brought in a private sector entity, a person representing national auto rental companies, who is making a proposal to the Ways and Means Committee, which we will share with the full Board of Commission, that would eventually allow the county to stop purchasing cars and then having to resell them or maintain them at significant expense, I should add. And National has proposed that we begin leasing our cars on a long-term contractual basis so that we're no longer buying cars. We're able to get cars in and out, change models, whatever, quicker. And the actual expense to the county on a long-term basis seems to be pretty significantly reduced. And so the video clip shows the presentation. Possibly it's going to show some of the questions that are being raised by the commissioners on the Ways and Means Committee. But the point I'm trying to make is that this is a type of work where your representatives, your commissioners, get a chance to try to make sure that the tax dollars that we collect from property taxes or get from the state are used in a frugal, efficient manner. So I hope that you get a chance to enjoy this. Typically, we also receive and audit the expenditures each month for the expenses of our various government duties and functions, including paying our employees and, I guess, ourselves. So take a look at this. If you have any questions, you can contact your commissioner in your particular commissioner district, or if you wish, you can contact me. But this is just to give you a flavor of what goes on at one of our actual committee meetings, and to let you know that we're busy at work actually trying to be frugal, save our tax dollars, and make decisions that are going to provide you, the voter, the constituent, the resident, with the services that you want and you need. And so I hope that you enjoy this video, and look forward to seeing you possibly at one of the commission meetings which are held out in Charlotte. You have a great day.
And we have agreed to do that. We are not to the point where we will handle the actual vehicle acquisition or the leasing and purchasing of those vehicles yet, but that's an internal conversation that we're currently having as well.
Okay. But my thought process was, if it's going to save us money here, why not put it,
Yeah.
so, okay.
I hope to one day, in the not too distant future, be able to include all of those vehicles. We're just not there yet, but we can do the maintenance portion if that's something that Sheriff's Department believes would be an improvement.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'm still, you never got to the fleet budget.
What you're doing already. You're typically buying 3 to 4 units per year. The amount of cash that you would need would be the $96,000 to do it. Your maintenance budget, we estimate to be at $77,000. Your fuel budget, we estimate to be at about $126,000. Again, the way that we're estimating, for example, fuel, is we said that the existing fleet is driving approximately 14,000 miles a year. We estimate that you're getting about 12 miles per gallon, and we estimate that the cost of fuel when we did this analysis was $235. So it's just a math problem. It's how we came up with your estimated budget for a fleet budget of just under $300,000. We came in and we said, let's replace 12. What happens is the sum of the lease payments for that first year, for those 12 months, is $62,000. The reason that the maintenance budget drops from 77 down to 63 is we're replacing those 12 old vehicles with your old maintenance number, and we're replacing them with 12 new ones at the $46 rate. Then we go ahead and we back out the additional gains that are going to come from the resale of your existing fleet, which at this point we estimated is $9,000. The fuel budget drops from $126 to $116 because the new vehicles that are going into service, we're estimating are getting 16 miles per gallon instead of 12. So again, that's just a math problem. So the first year net cash is $66,000. And again, that's primarily coming from operational savings, because the sum of your cash purchase and the sum of the lease payments are only off by 30 grand? Yeah, about 30 grand. The rest of the savings is coming from a reduction in your fuel expense and your maintenance expense. This analysis goes down 10 years, and to John's point, if you follow the lease column down, you're going to see that the lease number increases as we go ahead and we add more vehicles up until the year 2020. If you see in the year 2020, there is a reduction in the lease value.